Hello, children. How are you all? I hope that you all are doing good. Well, this is your teacher, Mackenroe, and today I'm going to teach a lesson named How the Dog Found Himself a New Master. This lesson is taken from your book, Honeysuckle of Class 6th. Okay, so before I start, let me just give you the introduction of this lesson. Dogs and wolves belong to the same family. Rather, dogs have evolved from wolves. Another fact is that over the centuries, wild animals have been mastered and tamed by men. This story informs us how a dog changed to a tame animal. Now, let me provide you the summary of this lesson also. In olden times, dogs, just like wolves, were forest dwellers. They were bold, free, and were not afraid of anyone. They were their own masters. Then one day, a dog who was sick and was scared of other stronger animals decided to look for a master who was the strongest on this earth. To find his master, he began his search, and first of all, he met a big wolf. He asked him if he would like to be his master. The wolf accepted him as a servant. Both of them started walking, and on the way, they met a bear. The wolf tried to hide himself as soon as he noticed the bear. On inquiring the reason, the dog came to know that the wolf considered the bear to be stronger than him. On this, the dog left him and joined the bear. Very soon, the dog found that the bear was afraid of the lion. The dog immediately left him and went to the lion. The lion agreed to accept him as a servant. The dog lived with him happily for a long time as he enjoyed a secure and happy life the way he wanted. The lion was the stronger animal in the forest. Once, both of them were strolling amongst the rocks on a narrow path. Suddenly, the lion saw a man and he asked the dog to run away with him to avoid any trouble. Now, I want you all to have your book placed right in front of you so that while reading the paragraph, I would provide you the explanation and I would give you the meaning of those difficult words which are there in those paragraphs. Okay? Yes, so here I go with the first paragraph of this lesson, How the Dog Found Himself a New Master. First paragraph. Dogs were once their own masters and lived the way wolves do, in freedom, until a dog was born who was ill-pleased with this way of life. He was sick and tired of wandering about by himself, looking for food and being frightened of those who were stronger than he. Now, kids, it's time for me to provide you the meaning of those words which are there in the paragraphs. The first one, ill-pleased. The meaning of that is old-fashioned way of saying not happy. Freedom. The meaning of freedom is liberty or without any constraints. Wandering. The meaning of wandering is to move here and there aimlessly. Frightened. And the meaning of that is afraid. Okay? Whenever you're afraid of something, that's called frightened. Now, the explanation. Dogs and wolves are closely related family, and there were times when dogs used to wander and live freely just like wolves, without any restrictions or constraints. One such a dog was born who was sick of finding food for himself and was unable to move freely in search of food. He would feel tired and was scared of healthier and strong beings. Now, the next paragraph. He thought it over and decided that the best thing for him to do was to become the servant of one who was stronger than anyone on earth, and he set out to find such a master. Now, the explanation of that paragraph. After thinking repeatedly, he decided to work as a helper to someone who was the strongest or the most powerful on this earth. So he started searching for the strongest one. Okay? Now let me just give you the meaning of those words which are there in that paragraph, the second paragraph. I believe that you have already traced them. Okay? The first one is servant. The meaning of that is attendant or helper who works for others. Master, the meaning of that is owner or ruler. Now, the next paragraph, the third paragraph, it is actually. He walked and he walked, and he met a kinsman of his, a big wolf who was as strong as he was fierce. Where are you going, dog? The wolf asked. I'm looking for someone to take up service with. Would you like to be my master, wolf? I don't see why not, the wolf said, and this agreed upon, the two of them went on together. Now let me give you the explanation of that third paragraph. After a long walk and search, he met one of his relatives. This relative was a wolf who was not only strong but also had a frightening look. He asked the dog where he was going. The dog replied that he was looking for a master, and if the wolf would like to be the one, the wolf agreed and they went on together. Now, the meaning of those words which are there in that paragraph, paragraph number 3, kinsman. The meaning of that is a relative. It is old-fashioned way of saying for relative, kinsman. The next word is fierce. That means violent or frightening. Now the fourth paragraph. They walked, and all of a sudden the wolf lifted his nose, sniffed, darted quickly off the path and into the bushes and crept deeper into the forest. The dog was much surprised. What's come over you, master? He asked. What has frightened you so? Can't you see there's a bear out there, and he might eat up both of us, you and me? Now, the explanation. After walking a long distance, suddenly the wolf sniffed, moved quickly, and went deeper into the forest. He was detecting something and was trying to hide. The dog was unable to understand this behavior, so he asked his master what was affecting him. Then the wolf told him that there was a bear who might eat them. Now, meaning of those words, darted. That means moved quickly. Suddenly come over you. That means affected you. Sniffed. Draw up air audibly through the nose to detect something. Now, the paragraph number 5. Seeing that the bear was stronger than the wolf, the dog decided to take up service with him, and he left the wolf and asked the bear to be his master. The bear agreed to this readily and said, Let us go and find a herd of cows. I will kill a cow and then we can both eat our fill. The explanation. On realizing that the bear was stronger than the wolf, The dog changed his mind. He left the wolf and turned to the bear. He asked him to be his master. The bear agreed to it easily. He suggested him to search for a herd of cows so that he could kill a cow to fill their stomachs. Next one is paragraph number 6. Okay? Kids, I really want you to seriously look at your book. Okay? As I am just giving you and providing you the explanation after the paragraph, and those words, they are really, really important. So you must write the meaning whenever I'm providing you. Okay? So here I go with the next paragraph, that is paragraph number 6. They walked on and soon saw a herd of cows, but just as they were about to come up to it, they were stopped by a terrible noise. The cows were moving loudly and running in a panic in all directions. Okay, now let me just give you the explanation. After walking some distance, they noticed a group of cows. But as they tried to approach them, they were stopped by a horrible noise made by the cows. They were moving aloud and were running here and there because of fear. Meaning of those words: herd of cows. Kids, you must have notice reading this one, the word herd. The meaning of that is a group of cows. It's called herd. Moving, moving, mooing. Sound made by cows. Terrible, it's horrible. In a panic, a strong feeling of fear. Okay, so those were the meaning of those difficult words. Now the next paragraph, number 7. The bear looked out from behind a tree, and then he too ran hastily deeper into the forest. Now, why did I have to come here? He said to the dog. It is the lion who rules the forest in these parts. The lion? Who is he? Don't you know? He is the strongest beast on earth. Well then, I'll say goodbye to you, bear. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth. Now, the explanation. The bear looked from behind a tree and started running quickly into the dense forest. He told the dog that this part of the forest was ruled by the lion. He was the strongest and the most powerful animal on this earth. The dog was surprised to hear this, and he immediately left the bear. Now the meaning of some of the difficult words in that paragraph. Hastily, the meaning of that is hurriedly. Beast, and the meaning of that is animal. Behind, I think you know the meaning of this. At the back side of something is called behind. Okay, kids, I'm moving on to the next question answer sections. You could see that there are so many questions over there. Question number 1 is, why did the dog feel the need for a master? The hint or the clue is given over there in the bracket. If you want to see the answer, then you will have to read the first and second paragraph, and you will get yourself the answer for that first question. Okay? And kids, I really want you all to do this by yourself, as the hint or the clue is given in the bracket of every question over there. Question number 2, why did he first choose as his master, and why did he leave that master? Again, it is in paragraph number 3, and you won't have any problem to find the answer. Question number 3, who did he choose next? Of course, the answer is given in the 5th paragraph. Question number 5. Why did he serve the lion for a long time? You will get the answer in paragraph number 8. Question number 5. Who did he finally choose as his master and why? Okay. There are so many questions over there which could be done by yourself because those are very easy. And if you read the story or the book or the lesson, the first lesson, again, you will have the answer for those questions. Okay, kids. So, yes, I'm calling it a day right now. This is your teacher, Mackenroe, and I'm going to meet you in my next class with a new lesson to be taught by me. Till then, hashtag stay safe, stay healthy. May God bless you all. Bye bye.